Greetings, mortals. I am Natus, the ruler of the underworld, and today we'll be reacting on the newest chapter of Four Knights of the Apocalypse, chapter 116, titled The Boy of Destiny. I don't think this chapter actually explains this destiny or even refers to it. Like maybe it's a general. I don't think it's the same destiny as the all four knights because it says specifically the boy, not the boys. Although Gwen's a lady from what by the looks of things, so I'm not exactly certain that makes sense. At least from what we know of, but whatever. It's the boy of destiny kind of thing. So we expect some big lore, magic type of reveals. So we first page we have is color page where we have all the main squad, the four knights and their companions, all on what I'm going to assume is above the demon realm. All looking serious except Gawain who looks chill, ironic, as they're on this demon realm as they're staring at something as the Zaruda is all serious like. So yeah, things are going down. So we get to the proper story as we get to the first panel where we see the giant Albion cut in half, as we see the characters climbing out of Albion. As we have, I think Donnie or Anne or someone saying, "We are okay being stuck in a place like this. The outside team is steaming with the behemoth's negative energy," which I think is the response by Anne. So yeah, they are kind of wondering if it's safe for them to be outside and all that, which is a reasonable concern. As then we have Anne thinking to herself, "But wait, what?" As if he's sort of looking up as she's around that, and she also kind of even sticks her hand up like the way you do to check to see if there's like snow falling on you or something. And she was like, "Let's." It's like the ash is avoiding the air around us, which is very funny to imagine. Like now imagine like the ash is falling by itself, like going directly. It's like jing kind of deal. It's probably like more of like a disintegration, but yeah, it would be kind of funny to imagine it like that. As if I'm not to be like, ha, ha. I guess his stamina hasn't increased that much as well. Neither as much as the other ones have progressed. I guess I'm like the only one who made like considerable gains from it. I mean, Bezos do, but like he didn't manage to beat Einstein. His memory power level that may not even be 50%. I don't know. It's really different with the scale. As we have Donnie then saying, "Yeah, what's up with that?" As we have Chian, the other Dick Rider for Tristan, be like, "What's up? It's Prince Tristan, naturally." Why? Your first suspect was Albion or something. Oh, that was a fun. Or was that again? So it's like, well, I think did suspect Albion, but when he was his boss, but why would you think Tristan? Like, I feel like Gian just explains everything good that ever happens. Like, oh, Prince Tristan did that. Like, if he got an anonymous gift package, he would probably explain what Prince Tristan must have sent us these kicks, this package to congratulate us on our job well done. He probably just does. He just doesn't want to put his name on because because he's too modest to do so. But Tristan immediately kind of backs him down. As weird enough, I think Tristan's actually kind of like giving, not giving Gian a bit more of the business, but like Gian just stop it with this dick riding. As Tristan's just like, even with the goddess clan's healing force, it's hard to fend off this strong power. As Gian is like, oh, as they have back, what we have here. As then we have this like cool panel to kind of show us this goes. And it does really look like it is. Well, it's like it's kind of being like stopped but going downwards, like this some kind of blockage. Like if you send one to a wall, it would just kind of bounce down or some kind of the other way. As Tristan is looking, saying, "Is Percival's magic protecting us?" As we see like this, woo. As we have like seen person in the middle of them. Well, Trish's with the group, and that's just a bit more far out for the last chapter's cool badass line, as we see that's like shot. Not sure why Trishan now says it. Like I guess Trishan just assumes it has to be Percival by this logic. Like he was able to survive in the demon realm about any kind of healing, about any kind of protection from me. I know I and Lancer have nothing we can do against this, and I doubt any of you guys have any capabilities that can do that. So obviously it has to be Percival since he's already has weird enough magic as it is. Is there a Percival? I'm doing this subconsciously, but yes. As there we have Donnie saying, "Wait, so all that ash is going out of its way to avoid Percival?" And talk about a big gap in the, well, big blockage because again these guys are like it's like these guys are like right next to Percival. Like they are several like meters away from Percival. As then we have Tristan approaching Percival as Tristan's like, "This must be why my uncle Zelda said we'll be safe with you with him around. What are you anyway?" Business was like is kind of curious. Like, alright, I get you're part human, but what kind of a creature did your father bang to give you? Because like he can't be angel because the strongest goddess cannot give Trishan this kind of protection. He can't be a fairy because well fairies do not have anything that can do against demons like on a basic level. Yeah, basically, like, what exactly can you even be? As a person just responding to Trisha with, I guess I don't really know. As then just, we have Lancha just responding with, I bet you do, right, Jiggly Wall? As, oh my god, Varuda really is just going to get a bunch of jiggly names if he doesn't give himself a better name quickly. Oh, to be fair, I think Lanza just saying this because he's jealous of the fact that Zaruda was able to beat him in two of his levels with with basically almost no difficulty. As there, Lanza saying, "Care to tell us?" Which again makes me kind of wonder if Lanza cannot or can read Zaruda's mind. As there we have Zaruda appear as he's like, before that, how about we dispatch a dog sniffing around for us? It just appears. I think that's gonna be like a thing. Or maybe it's just gonna be a thing in the demon realm because there's so much hope there, but we have to wait and see. As then we have shot a more white panel, where we see that Chaos Knights looking up at the four knights, their companions, and the Albion as they're reacting to what they are hearing just now. As Mortlock is like, so that isn't the Albion warding off the miasma. Percival of the Four Knights of the Apocalypse. It was him all along. As then we have Levet reacting with, are you sure he's weaker than his teammates? Because like Levet has no real idea how powerful he is. Yes, all she knows is that Morlock told her that person is supposed to be a tier below them. And this is like one of those feats where you're like, it's may not like be a power feat, but it's like one of those things like, are you certain that we can do it? And which is even funny because even if, or let's say, or let's indulge the writer a bit. Imagine that these guys actually are together strong enough to kill Percival. Percival will just come back alive, and they don't even know that. Like this is just a feat they're seeing. This is a feat they're all seeing for the first time, and they don't even know that Percival is immortal. Then we have, I think, the chicken guy, the rooster helmet guy, and Oro's back one of them too, coughing. As Morton's like, cough, cough. Frankly, we are in a bad spot. Heck. As then we have Tomatolo, I believe his name is, saying, saintly coat. As he uses that again. As then we have Trisha be like, that's a goddess class magic. Why is a Knight of Chaos casting it? Well, I think you can. Well, I guess that would be weird since they don't really know on how. Like like I guess they don't really know that which gods if there was any gods that joined the Chaos Knights. Like that would be a weird thing. Or maybe it's like that more taken aback by the outfit because they know the chaos the Camelot forces other creatures like the Melascula, Galand, Io, and her friends to serving them, but like none of them wore the Chaos Knight armor. This is clear Goddess Clan member uh, dressed up as a Chaos Knight. Like, there's nothing about his outfit that makes him different from like the rest of them. As then we have Tamatoru saying, the negative energy is too much. No doubting it now. We're at the miasma source. Which I guess this means that the underworld's miasma kind of came from the behemoth, even if it wasn't what was killing the demons, but it was not strong enough to kill the people themselves. Well, anyone else. Interesting kind of skill, interesting to know. Which I guess means if Behemoth ever dies, then miasma to the underworld is also gonna just die out. We have to see that. But anyways, then we see the Satanic code getting destroyed as they react to it a bit, as the authorities kind of falls down. Is then we have Levet looking, thinking, is this it for us? Then we have the three-headed guy be like, we fall here, our mission of failure? Is that, oh, it's not really that surprising. Then we see Buckle being like, King Arthur, please forgive us. As Rosemary just kind of looks up at him. I'm not, considering some statements that I've heard about an outfit that Roseback wore in the cover, well, in one of the previous covers, I do have to wonder if she's just able to handle it better than the rest, because she isn't, like, by appearance-wise, it doesn't seem like she's handling that much worse, even though she very much would have to. There we see we cut to the four knights as they are kind of looking down as they are realizing what's happening. As Don is like, "Well, hang on, did we just like win this one without a fight?" Well, I guess you are. Well, I would say they failed the mission without you guys even needing to do anything. But yeah, that's more or less correct. As they're responding to Don with, "Quit being such a wimp. We are holy knights here. You want to win with a coward move like this? We need to fight them fair." Since again, some people may complain and say Annie's stupid because I mean, it's war. It doesn't really like technically matter, but it makes sense that there'll be some who would want to win more fairly. It's unique. It makes the protagonist a bit more unique. They have this different perspective on how to win. Like, yeah, having one who is more, oh, let's win underhandedly is fine, but let's not have, but having every single protagonist be like that is kind of, it falls into like you really it's kind of loses the interest and the group itself kind of becomes boring since you know how all of them are gonna think like single individuals. As and besides, we already have a character who can be kind of like the douchebag way. As we have Chion just responding to her at "Save your chivalry for where it belongs, little lady, in your dreams. What do I keep telling you? You always need to consider the worst case scenario." Well, except if Christian would disappear out of nowhere, then it's definitely not what could be the worst case scenario for you, Chion. As then we have is slowly responding to Anne with, "I'm sorry, Anne, but I agree with Chion maybe." Wait, what? Are you guys seriously saying that you guys are gonna jump down and just so we could win this fight fair and squarely? I mean, it's just kind of funny to think about it, but that's literally the thing they're considering. As then we have Nausean saying, "Either way, we can't afford to lose any more of us. You guys are planning on going to a fucking foreign kingdom with who knows how many enemies, who knows how many people they are forced to work for them, who knows how many chaos creatures, and who knows what other fucking thing. If you guys just because you let like 7 dipshits that I'm not even certain then if they are even or if all of them are even that high in power levels amongst the Chaos Knights. Tomato and Mortlak seem to be high levels, but the other ones don't seem to be that significant. Trust me, there will not be big of a difference if any one of you ends up dying in one-on-one fights against them. As they were nothing saying, let's leave the decision to the 3 leaders here. 3 leaders? Nazian, your group isn't that big. I might have to remind you, it's like, it's not, it's just 8 people. Yeah, wait. The four knights, Percival. It's just 10 people. Yeah, wait. Wait, the four. Okay, I'm gonna confuse myself now. Four knights, three Percival's platoon, and two Trishans platoon. It's just 9 people. Yeah, you guys are just 9 people. You guys are nowhere near the most a group that has to have 3 leaders to decide things. Then we see kind of serious expressions by Tristan Percival and kind of more like a laid back serious expression by Lancelot. As Mortlak is like, so be it. It's a wager, but it's all I've got. As he puts up a cube out, as he throws it down, and it has a little poof. As we see that in that little box we have Gawain and demons that went up. Well, the copy right allowed demon 6 Knights of Black that were going to go against. Well, they were planning on going to eliminate them, but they failed and got their asses captured. So now they're gonna be using them as hostages, basically, which is fine because I'm pretty sure. Well, it's not going to really say how dangerous this is for everyone, but I feel like more that, but I get the feeling like even if a few of them can handle longer, they would all eventually fall to death before them. Like maybe you could take away now, but I mean Rosberg says still being able to keep herself up, so I would assume like Gawain should have more than enough strength to remain a little bit longer. Then we have all of them reacted in shock. I guess they didn't get the memo that the demons got disappeared. As they have them screaming, Gawain! The enemy did capture her! Well, I guess that's a good thing, considering the fact that your other upset was the fact that she was just somewhere flying away in somewhere in the demon realm, or getting killed by the miasma of the demon realm. Like one of the two. As then we have Tristan be like, and who is that? I'm guessing referring to Mortlak since he's the one who revealed it. Like, as then we have Percival be like, Schwartz! It's kind of what they consider with that name. Is there a Bellion and, well, Schwartz and ripoff of the Hawk or something, whatever his name was, saying, of all things, of all the things to happen to us, I had no idea they were Goddess clan members mixed with the humans. And this knight's a fearsome foe, better than a corporal, or up there with the archangels themselves. Referring to Tomatolo, which again kind of makes me think that was Tomatolo who was the only one who actually fought them, or at least was the one that beat them. Like I'm not certain how the fight went. I'm not even certain we're gonna get like a flashback to it. I wouldn't even be surprised if the in the anime would just have the two confront one another, but we don't get anything on it. We have to wait and see. But like this is supposed to be a build-up for Tomatolo being an extremely powerful individual. Since even like I mean, I don't think we ever got like official rankings for angels or something, but I'm guessing the corporal is like the rank below the archangels, similar to how the 6 Knights of Black are below 10 Commandments. As then we have Tomotoyo being like an archangel level, so it's even more impressive the fact he doesn't even have grace, and that's what he's being compared to. So, yeah, Tomotoyo is definitely an extremely powerful Goddess Clan members. And so they are gonna be even more fears that this guy's not Nanashi because a Goddess Clan member working for Camelot. Nanashi was the last one. We saw Nanashi. One of the final things we saw from Sense was the fact that Nanashi was a Goddess Clan member, and he worked for Arthur. Now we have this Goddess Clan member who is an angel. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is confirmed at this point. Like, there's no like druid nonsense here. Like, he's definitely an angel, but he's also as powerful as an archangel. So, yeah, I guess it's not necessarily very likely. He even has like a similar blade weapon. I mean, I don't know if it's the same blade. I haven't seen like anyone say it's the same one, but it doesn't really matter. Then we have Mortlak grabbing Gawain and using her as a hostage, as a shield, as he says, well, what will you do now, Knights of the Apocalypse? If you don't come down here, you'll lose another valued companion and these demons too. He's going all wicked witch on us. Oh, I will get you, my pretty, and your little doggy too. Or would it be more accurate? They're going all Doctor Eggman on our asses. Doctor Eggman references Wizard of Oz, and this is a reference. And more like it's pretty much referencing the Wizard of Oz as well, so it doesn't really matter. But they're both referencing the same thing. So yeah, we have all of them, and while you can tell there's a bit of bit of an odd decrease because previously you can make an excuse that it's just a miasma react activation, but here like we don't even like. I don't think we see some of them even restrained. There's no color. They just seem to be kind of randomly put in together. Like it's just kind of half-assed. Like you can tell it's kind of just half-assedly done. I mean, I don't blame the caller, but you can kind of tell. So yes, anyone have one of the knights who selected it, Gawain. Instead of Gawain, be like cough, cough, cough. I can't believe I'm being held hostage like this. I can't believe I'm the damsel in distress now, for God's sake. But luckily, she doesn't express her dislike for that, as she's just telling them all, "Don't listen to them. This is my fault for running off by myself. Just stay there and watch me meet my maker. It was my mistake, and now I'll make up for it." Which kind of surprises. She's like kind of like it's kind of Gawain seems to have a bit of a personality difference when it comes to like big and small form, and it's kind of funny how she's like acknowledging her mistake. Although I do have to wonder if this would kill Gawain. Mostly, I'm asking this mostly because we don't know what her origins are. So I won't be surprised if she could like remain there or has some kind of other specialty that would like. I mean, she coughs blood, so I'm assuming this does affect her, but you know, it could still be some other side effects that we just simply don't know about. Like, again, it's kind of difficult to say what Gawain is, especially considering the fact that Mortlock said there are some things that are better left unknown, and if she's just a glop of cells put together combined from Merlin and Ascanor, it's like it'll not be that different. It's like, oh, you are a child, but a more from a more complicated research line or something like that. By the way, then we have Motlak just kind of whispering almost to her, be like, "My lady, Cuff, you're going to take us down with you." Which, I mean, to be fair, you're threatening to kill Gawain. The reason why you haven't killed Gawain yet is because of concern about uh for being angry or something like that. Which again, I'm not saying that's like confirmed yet or not. It's kind of gray area right now. As Gawain just kind of smirks back at him. Yeah, well, you used me as a hostage, so it doesn't really matter to me. As then we have Gawain kind of screaming at all of them as we cut to a shot of all the regular chaos. That's the free-handed basket, leave it, Roseback and the Rooster Helpman guys. She tells them, if you consider yourselves holy knights at all, then stop taking hostages and begging for mercy. Just die with your heads held up high. So yeah, like I mean, I'm sorry, but you are aware that your companions are literally planning on winning this fight based off of pure fact that the environment itself is killing them, right? Like it's not like you're mad. It's like whichever way you look at it, everyone here just kind of is like no one here looks like a true holy knight. Let's be honest to ourselves. Everyone here just looks like a douchebag, for example, Anne, but even she's not really doing much of a response to it. As they have going saying, you misjudged me, Mortlag. To them I'm no friend, no teammate, as good as a random stranger. More or less, she's not wrong here. It's not like she had been with them for that long. Even the rest were together for long periods of time and hang out with each other more than she has. She's just kind of been lying around. Oh, she was on a boat trip with Tristan. Then they separated. Then she was wandering around looking for a beautiful woman. She encountered Isolde, tried to flirt with her, just happened to go into an area where the rest of the Knights of Prophecy were. Then tried to kill Percival. Then got in a battle against two commandments. Then just kind of was gone for. Then just kind of was alone. Well, just kind of keeping to herself mostly. Only then spending a couple of days in a hospital because of Melose's cooking, then come back back, barely interacting with any of them, and then going on a trip again, barely interacting with any of them. Then again, trying to flirt with Isolde and then just kind of fuck off as soon as they left the building and went with Lancelot to go take down some brainwashed demons, and then just kind of went to her own place, and then kind of just little bits of snark, and then just kind of left again after they fall to the demon realm. Like saying that she's like a random stranger is not exactly that inaccurate of a statement. Like barely more than Rosebeck, honestly. As there we have Tristan, Percival, and Lancelot all immediately jumping down. As even Gawain is like, "What? Are you guys idiots?" As then we have Donnie screaming, "Ah, damn it! I knew it would turn out like this." It's a story, Donnie. We have to have stuff like this happening. That, and if Gawain dies in that, they did succeed in their mission. So it's like they have to do this. And to be fair, what you guys expect? Like, again, like, so it's this question: if Gawain hadn't shown up, were they just going to like actively go without her into the Knights into Camelot? I'm just asking because there seems to have been no like concern of having anyone go get her or something like that. As they have ants screaming, "Let's get going!" They have not screaming, "Percival!" As she was like, "Why?" Like, he just wants them all to die. Like he just wants the rest of the companions to die. I'm thinking Tristan's gonna solve everything with his mighty goddess demon powers. That's not even able to beat a guy named Swartz. A guy that, I mind you, was beaten by a Goddess Clan member one Goddess Clan member that he compared to an Archangel. As we also have Isola screaming Princess, and then we have them all on the ground now as that bubble is around them. As then we see this panel where we have all of the Camelot Knights and the Prophesized Knights all being there. As then we have Mortlag being like, "Looks like my wager paid off." I just imagine he's gonna have like a voice crack in this scene, be like, "Oh, I'm surprised by this." As they all as the rest of his companions are kind of slowly recuperating. Not sure why. I guess that damage wasn't physically damaging. As they have Gawain screaming to them, "You stupid morons! Why did you pick the hard way for the sake of someone you barely even know?" True, even I barely know myself. That person was screaming to her, "None of us knew each other at the start, okay? But we've overcome all this hardship and now we're all in this together." Well, you guys did. Again, like, she barely interacted with any of you. She is not only the newest addition, technically speaking, but she's also the one that has, like, barely any kind of knowledge or interactions with anyone of you. Like, the rest of you at least know each other and talk to each other. She mostly just flirts with the girls, calls the dudes pieces of shit, and flies around. She'll be annoying, but at least she didn't get her ass beaten a amount of times. And then we have Professor Tiger. Gawain, you've been part of our team this whole time. Was she? Well, like, again, kind of. I mean, she was, but it's like basically nothing kind of thing. It's like in word alone. She's saying to her, "I don't want to think I wasted my time convincing you to come join us." Which is, I'm gonna have more serious words here because this is more like a snark and more like a serious expression. Which, I mean, I feel like the Tristan how he was written previously would be more like, "Don't want you to be. I didn't want to convince. I want to live with a father. I only convinced you so you can die immediately after," or something like that. But I would have lots of being like, "Didn't I promise I'd treat you to some pudding when you didn't buy her pudding after the whole thing?" What is the chronology here? Anyways. Instead of going kind of looking down, and we don't see her eyes, but she's kind of smirking, and she's like thinking stuff. "All of you, you're just so gullible, especially you, Percival. Don't think I didn't put the two pieces together with Rosebeck to be alive." Anyways, they have Percival going into this like kind of similar smile that they had previously, and he tells her, "You two over there, I saved you once. I can't just leave you to die. And don't you have something to give back to me?" As Rosebeck's like, "Percival," and she's probably like to blush as well, which is kind of fun. But I mean, there's like double jumping for it. I swear, Percival must be realized how this sounds, right? Is that gonna point out how he talks like a flirt to them all? So yeah, no, I'm not certain how much Rosebeck's gonna participate. Since again, I'm very weird out by how this fight's gonna turned out. Since I don't find these guys intimidating, I don't think Latches is gonna I don't think there's anything arriving right now that's gonna distract Lancelot, but regardless, Rosebank does have a reaction. As then we have the rooster saying, "He saved you? Is that true?" As there's like, "Explain this, Rosebank." As she doesn't react at all, as there are Mortlak saying, "Percival of the Four Knights, sworn foe or not, you are a fine young man, but we too have a goal we cannot give up on. Things and people we need to protect, and to do that, we absolutely cannot let you go further, no matter what kind of godless act it takes." As he's coming in shadows, which is very nice. The fact that Mortlak addresses, we have people we want to protect, just like you do. We have our reasons, just like you do, which is why we have to do this. So it's a very nice speech and does make him stand out. So again, this makes this group a lot more relatable and likable because the previous couple of nights, with the exception of Pelgot and Ironside, were like more just kind of douches, like your generic evil for the sake of evil group. So seeing more like saying stuff like this is very nice. Although I do wonder why is he completely covered in shadow, similar to how Ironside was with a back, black background. I want to say it's maybe drawing for the animation, the art style accenting, but we don't know yet. As they have Percival getting all serious and ready to fight him, as we have another voice appearance that says "me," as Percival reacts to that being like, "That weird voice again. Help me, I'm scared." As we have Percival in this like in his panel where he's like covered in complete black as there was nothing around him, as he just what this voice is saying him, and was like, "Where am I? Lancelot, Donnie, and Nauseant, where did you all go?" So yeah, this is kind of like a weird portal. Like this is like one of those like weird kind of trips where you don't know if is things happening or is this like its own like millisecond in space. At least that's what could be. Just saying, I would not be surprised if this has something to do with his different personality in the flashback with Zelgis and everyone. As then we have Zarudo appears like, "Welcome to our world." As Spencer's like, "Jiggly me." As we have Zarudo be like, "The owner of that voice is calling you. You were attracted here because that voice resonated with you." As then we have Spencer reacting with, "The owner? Who's been talking to me this whole time?" As we have Zarudo telling him, "It's right over there." As Spencer turns around and is like, "Huh?" As he sees like this like weird kind of kind of like a it's kind of starting to have like a boxy glob with a bit of like bit of bubbles coming out of it, like a really weird thing. Espresso just calls him, "What's this blob? It's so big and shaking too." Well, compared to LBI Old Austin, I don't it's called this blob that big. It seems to be like 10 Percivals at most, if you get what I mean. I mean, it's kind of difficult to scale its size. As then we have Zarudo saying, "Yeah, it's scared of what's happening to the demon world. This is the creature behind what's called the behemoth." Ah, so it's kind of a similar situation with Hawk's mother kind of thing, where there's Hawk's mother, but then there's chaos inside of her type of deal. As then we have those saying, Person saying, "That's the behemoth." As I guess there's like a true form of it, and the true form, as we have saying, "Yes, and it is our own brother as well." So yeah, I guess to anyone who's theorizing that Percival and Behemoth are somehow connected, this confirms that those two are both like siblings, like brother, big brother, and little brother, or whatever. I mean, I think Zoda refers to Percival as a big brother as well, so yeah, basically that kind of thing. As Percival turns around to Zarudo and tells him, "I don't get it." As they observe telling him, "You and I, we're related to the blob. Listen to me, originally none of us had any set shape or individuality. We are tasked with bringing glory to all worlds, but also death. But as they represent to it, but what are you? And what am I even?" Because at this point, like it's very weird type of creature and we need some explanations on it. And we have Zaruto I feel like getting kind of tired of the fact that Percival still has no knowledge, as he just tells him, "We are life spirits." As they have Percival having kind of like this very blank expression, which kind of makes me wonder if this is supposed to be the real in the Percival how he is in the current, well, in the real world or something. I mean, no, it's difficult to really say. I'm guessing it's supposed to be Percival's reaction, but there's like no clarity. And it does seem to be like, wider background, but again, it's kind of difficult. I actually think no, maybe I don't know. Again, it would be probably more like a very close up panel of Percival's face. So yeah, we find out that what Percival actually is some kind of life spirits which are bringing glory and death. Not certain on what mythology this is referencing, since I don't remember hearing that ever in a foreign mythology. Maybe it's like a very small little detail on it, but I'm not entirely certain. So yeah, Percival, Behemoth, and Zaruda are all like life spirits. What kind of connection are they? And then it seems like the Behemoth, at least, it seems to be like this kind of weird connection where no, not really Behemoth's. This is the Behemoth that is right now is his real look, or is he still getting his real form? Think about the Behemoth's gonna buy like a eggshell or some kind of thing. Like it hatches, it will hatch, and that will be how a chicken really looks like instead of an egg. So it does make me kind of wonder how that's gonna be addressed or something, and how this is gonna turn out. So yeah, overall, this is a build-up chapter for the next fight. Unfortunately, there's gonna be a break next week, similar to how Shonen Jump manga's break this week. So it's probably because of the festival as well. If we're being totally honest, it makes sense timeline wise. So yeah, there is gonna be a break. So we are gonna see how this is gonna be how this is gonna be the aftermath of this so far. But we're gonna see. If I would wager we are gonna still focus on this and get more of an explanation, more details, and told more what these life spirits are, what Percival and everything is. We might also get a bit of what's happening in the real world, like if Percival's now in this world, does this mean that that personality that explained everything to Zeldris and everyone in Demon Realm when Percival was a child was gonna take over, which does make me wonder how the fight is gonna go. And again, how is the fight gonna go? Because the Chaos Knights address the fact that they cannot beat Lancelot, Tristan, and Gwen as well, but Gwen is captured, so it doesn't matter her. And now they have to go up against at least those two with the entire with all their companions. And even if like, okay, if we switch Percival out, if he's like just comatose for now, and put Lancelot in, it doesn't really matter. Like it's like you are switching. It's like in a gunfight, switching a handgun for a bazooka. Like it doesn't fucking matter. Like you switching it with a more powerful foe. So I don't see like more like again the guys that's winning this, but I do not know how this is gonna go. Like maybe it's gonna be like one of these things where this being is gonna take completely over. And also kind of curious how the reaction in the aftermath is gonna be with Rosebank, since he did Percival said he doesn't want kill her, like kind of if we kind of similar way with Gawain if she died, we kind of like a feeling like a waste. Like I healed her just so I would kill her later and take the weapon and the sword gas. So if I had to wager, I would guess that the other Chaos Knights are gonna end up dying in some way with Roseback maybe just staring there, scared out of her mind, and then just returning this blade or something. Maybe someone's gonna go for blood and she'll just kind of take the blow as kind of a return the favor type of deal. But yeah, this is the end of the chapter. I hope you like this chapter reaction. I hope you leave your thoughts in the chapter in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.